So as I'm recording this for you, we're getting our first snowfall of the season, and I'm not gonna lie, this colder weather doesn't exactly make us wanna move more. So how do we get the job done? How can we make sure that we're working our muscles, that we're letting out some of the stress? I'm gonna do a short movement sequence. You can modify it as you desire. You can hold things longer. You can do more reps. You can simplify it. And here we go. Ask me questions if you have them. Okay. So you're gonna come onto your hands and knees to start. So first thing, a couple of wrist circles, always good. Hands and knees. And you're gonna exhale with a little cat-cow. You're gonna exhale round. And inhale and arch. As you curl, release the neck and head. And arch. And then find a neutral spine. And you're gonna bend your arms, place your forearms down, and press back up. Again, bending down and pressing back up. One more time. From here, we're gonna do a little thread the needle. You're gonna raise your arm up, and then you're gonna thread it under the other one as you bend. Put your shoulder down. And press back up. Other side. Open and thread. You can also hold this for a second longer. Take a breath in. And pressing back up. One more time each side. Open and thread. And press. And down and open. And thread. And press. And down. From here, go ahead and take a little shoulder circle. Get some of those crunchies out. Reverse that circle. And then from here, set up a stable position again. You're gonna reach opposite arm and leg out, trying not to move your spine. Reach out, you might lift it a little bit, and back down. Keep your core engaged. Opposite side, reach, and back down, and reach. Think about your supporting hip and your supporting arm, and back down. Good. From here, we're going to continue on with this idea. If you need a little bit of break and skip to the next exercise, you can do that. Otherwise, you're going to, from here, just take a little stretch of your toes. The feet get super stiff. So this is just shifting your weight backwards onto your feet. And then, if you can, the other way for those of you with stiffer ankles. So this is more about the feet than it is the hands. And of course, if you need a pad under your knees or ankles, you can put that there too. From here, we're gonna take this into a little calf stretch. So sending your hips up and your feet down. Don't just pop into a down dog, ouch. Just instead reach long. We're gonna keep the knees slightly bent and take your little dog for a walk. Then from here, we're gonna move from this towards a plank position. Shifting forward and back. Push from both feet, shift to the arms, and come back. And shift forward, and come back. Good. I'm gonna come off of that, and come up to seated position. Knees bent for this first roll up that we're gonna do. Arms are forward, you're gonna exhale, and you're gonna roll down. Just go halfway, and then back up. Again, rolling halfway back, and up. Trying to really scoop in the belly, not overreach with the head, and back up. From here, we're gonna do all the way down, rolling down, and back up. Again, and back up. We're gonna add some rotation to this idea. So first roll down. On your way up, open your arms, say hello, and go back down through center. And back up, opening to the other side. And again, down, and up, oh hey, and down, going to roll your hips up. So rolling up off the floor, one vertebra at a time. Take an inhale, exhale, roll back down. Again, rolling the hips up. Feel that opening here, but keep this contained here, and back down. This time you're gonna come up and stay up. You're gonna inhale, raise your arms to the ceiling. Exhale, core engages, press. Inhale, exhale, press. And up, and exhale, press. And roll back down. Bring your feet a little bit closer together now. And do the same thing, not letting your knees open or collapse in. So you're gonna roll your hips up and back down. And you might feel you can't get as high with this one. That's correct. Again, rolling your hips up and back down. And one more time, rolling the hips up. Again, arms up as you inhale, exhale, press. Exhale, inhale up, exhale, press, and lower back down. Now that we fired up the glutes a little bit, now it's a good time for a hip stretch. So you're gonna cross your left ankle over your right thigh, like this. Grab around your right leg, and put your head back down on the ground. Take a breath in, and again, inhale. And then uncross, we'll do the other side. Crossing your right ankle over your left thigh, grabbing around the back of your left thigh, coming back down. Keep your foot flexed. Take an inhale. Exhale, and again, inhale. And exhale. And then uncross that leg. Now, while we're down here, I'm gonna have us move right into the ab series. Always a good one. You can keep your feet down and just work on your flexion, any number of things. So again, modify as you need, but we're just going to exhale, curl up. You're gonna bring one leg up, not all the way in, just here. Send your other leg long, and you're gonna exhale and change legs. Try not to let your back move. Try not to lose your height in your flexion, and don't find your support coming from your neck. Now you're gonna pause, put your hands behind your head, twist towards your bent leg, and exhale, change, and twist. Add on to that if you want. You're gonna straighten both legs up, and straighten, and change. Start out with your feet pointing, and then flex. That gives you a little extra hamstring stretch in there. Meanwhile, we're maintaining our abdominal control the whole time. Pause. Hands behind your head, rotate towards the top leg. Change. You can turn out your legs as well. Just keep your pelvis, your hips steady. Good. Very nice. You're going to curl up to sit. Open your knees, and you're going to lean forward, reach to the stretch here. And then roll up the spine, grabbing a hold of your shins, lift your chest up. Good, okay. So from here, a little bit more hip stretching. It's winter, we gotta keep these muscles open. So you're gonna send one leg back. Now what we're doing here, we're just tucking the toes back. If this is not comfortable for your foot, again, you can modify. So you're gonna lean back, opening up this hip here, okay, pivoting for you. And then you're gonna try to go all the way down onto your forearms if that's available. What I'm not doing is crunching my back. I'm really staying connected through my core here. So going back, finding that stretch, and then maybe rotating so I can continue that spiral. Good, and coming back. It's also good for your obliques. Enjoying the other side, leaning back. And finding that spiral. and coming up from that. Okay, so now that we've warmed up the hips, we've gotten them a little bit open, taking that into a more weight-bearing place, really, really good and important. So from here, coming into a lunge position, I prefer to go for stretchy first, really finding my range, tucking the back foot, and then coming up into a lunge. However, if that's not available to you like that, you can start from standing and take a higher lunge and just work from here. So picking your lunge, and then from here, you're going to exhale, straighten your front leg, inhale and bend. And you're just keeping your core contained. You're not trying to be too upright or back bendy, just bending and stretching. So pressing into your front heel to activate your glute more than your knee. Weight in the toes means pressure in your knees. Weight in the heel means more activation in your glutes. And remembering that two legs are working together here. Okay, and then you're gonna change legs. Again, I like the stretchy version first. Find that full length. Back toes tucked, coming up, hands on the hips, and pressing and straightening, and inhale and bend. This is an important exercise, not just for dynamic balance, but also as you strengthen the legs and use your core, we're trying to make sure, oh yeah, I really don't need to do anything with the muscles in my neck or my upper shoulder area here. So we're releasing that tension and putting some strength where it belongs. Okay, and then finally a couple plain old squats. I like keeping the knees together for a little more inner thigh activation. You're just going to exhale, send your hips back, and coming back up. So the variation I like actually has you bringing your torso towards the ground while maintaining a neutral spine. So from another angle, you're going to hinge down, and then press back up, and again, and up. And again, you go down as far as you want to. If I were gonna go as far, like, you could go here, if that's available to you, okay? Great, and then finally here, releasing the spine, releasing your neck and head, you're gonna roll down. You can do this seated as well, dropping your head down. And bend your knees to roll up, just stacking the spine. Arms and head do nothing here. Inhale, and roll down again. Okay, so that didn't take too long. You've got some exercises so you can stay active every day despite whatever is going on outside. You don't have to put too much thought into it, and just use this as a reference guide. Pick and choose the exercises that work for you, as I would encourage you to do all the time. So let me know if you have any questions. Happy Thanksgiving if you're watching this around Thanksgiving. Happy holidays. Happy winter, and I'll check back in with you real soon. This has been Rebecca Lubart from Dynamic Body Pilates at our 14th Street and 5th Avenue location. Bye.